Hey team, we are here for quads and glutes. Let's go over our equipment that you'll need. We are going to do a warm up together, just so that's clear. So I'm going to be taking my time in the warm up. I am tight and slightly sore. Yeah, I need all the help I can get today, but I have my shallow bench here. That's going to be coming in the first superset. Um, I have a plate which I'll use for elevated skinny squats. You can use a shallow platform if you're taking this workout to the gym with you. Nothing too tall. And weights, I have 15s, 20s, 30s, a 50. So I'll be using a 30, a 50 for skinny squats today. We've got curtsy lunges, so moderate weights for that. We've got some glute focused straight leg RDLs coming in at the end and a tricep. And then we have some smaller isolated glute movements on the mat. So no need for a tall bench. Very travel friendly. You can pretty much get by with just dumbbells. If you didn't have a shallow bench, that would work fine today. So let me go ahead, get my music back up and running. Always shuts off on me. And I do also have a mini loop band, which I'm going to use in the warm up only. So that is going to be for banded squat walks. We're going to take some air squats. Make sure you got plenty of room in your space, water, willing to take your own recovery if needed. All right. The first superset is 4 sets. Everything else is going to be 3 sets. So we get some room here. All right, so just straight up air squats. And in this warm up, I'm working on increasing my range of motion. So how low can I get my hips to the ground, sending the hips back a little bit wide. So let me tighten that up. Even if you've done squats for literal years, you're never too good to get back to basics. Okay, so bad habits are easy to fall into, but the mind to muscle connection is strong. And sometimes all it takes is just a few repetitions to get back. But I like to take these repetitions without any weight, with very low pressure, low expectation. The goal is for me to focus on form and putting all things together. So I'm thinking feet placement, how wide are my feet? Where are my toes? Where are my hips? What's the path in which my hips are traveling? Is my core engaged? Or am I getting lazy with the core? Am I collapsing forward? Or am I staying tall? Shoulders, where are they at? Down away from the ears. Am I squeezing those glutes at the top of the rep, keeping these slightly bent? It's a lot of things to put together. But the more you do it, the more you become aware, the more you get the mind to muscle connection involved. I already feel like this has become more automatic. Whew. All right. I'm going to take banded walks and then get down for windshield wipers. Toes point straight. Bend. Keep the chest up nice and tall. If you don't know how to engage the core, stand up, cough, engage the core as if you're bracing yourself for a child running up to hug you. It's not sucking in, it's almost like pushing out. So that is how you want to engage the core. In these walks, you're going to stay low, try to resist the urge to stand up. Stay nice and low. Feel the adductors working. That's the whole point. If you have weak adductors, adding these guys into your warm-up Game changer. And spoiler alert, a lot of us ladies have weak adductors and very tight hips. It's just the nature of trying to train a super small muscle group with a lot of focus. Whew. All right, losing this, take a seat. Windshield wipers, one of my favorite ways to warm up the hips. Bring one side down. I guarantee after these, your range of motion will improve. You're going to feel, hopefully, a little bit looser. So if you're coming into this workout tight as hell like I am, you may need to just put a little extra time, energy, focus into the warm-up, which is a good idea because we're not getting any younger. At least I'm not. All right, I'm feeling better already. All right, 30 seconds to take any additional stretching you want. You want inchworms, you want forward fold, you want a pigeon, you want some cat-cow. I'm going to hang here for about 10 seconds. Switch legs. We love a pigeon. All right. So I'm going to pull in my shallow plate. Get that guy going with skinny Bulgarians. Yeah. Skinny goblet squats. All right. We've got 8 to 10, I believe, is the rep range. And remember, we've got 4 sets. I never take the first set as a warm-up set by any means, but I will take the first set to maybe pick up a weight that I know I can use for 8 to 12 reps, just to gauge how I'm going to progress throughout the next 3 sets. In our hip thrust complex, we've got 8 regular full reps, 8 casts, so like a half rep at the top, and then we have an 8-second isometric hold. It's a lot. You'll be glad though. You'll be glad. So heels elevated, toes pointed slightly out. Your knees are going to travel out. That's what they're supposed to do. So relax that upper body. You're coming down straight like an elevator. Hips are still coming back. Glutes are fired up at the bottom of the rep, the deepest point of the rep. Light up those glutes and stand it up nice and straight, keeping the knees slightly bent, even at the top of that rep. And what I'm doing is actually priming my core, because as you lift heavier weights in this movement, your core wants to get lazy and your body wants to collapse forward. And you have to kind of work to fight against that. All right, cool. So now that I've done that first set with the weight that I know I can use, I think my game plan is to fail closer to 8 to 10 rather than 12 and go a little heavier. Oh, all right. Again, my first set, the goal is to just get my form technique right and then figure out how I want to progress. So I think I'm going to take one resistance loop and then so 8 full reps to start. If you need a couple practice reps without weight, go for it, but get your feet placement right. Tuck that chin to chest. You're not back here and you're not curving your back. I see that shit on the internet all the time. It drives me crazy. So you're not arching your low back. You're staying nice and straight. Bring the shoulders forward. Tuck the chin to the chest. That's the cue that you need to be successful today. Eight casts. Eight-second hold. All right, awesome job. Now I think I can just slide my bench a little farther, and I could perform both of these moves in the frame. Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to come into set number 2. If you need more rest, take it. All right. Full range of motion. Getting stronger is crazy because you're going to eventually pick up weights that feel easy that used to feel hard. That is the best measurement of getting stronger. What was hard becomes easy, and then you find the next challenge. So it doesn't stay easy. You get stronger, and you just keep finding that next challenge. Set number 2, and I'm gonna max out the weight right here. I got no choice because that first set was easy. I don't want to do that again. If you're at the gym with you and you've got barbell, Smith machine, like that kind of setup, you have so many more options. You can feel free to opt out of the 8-second hold. If you're maxing out on weight, that's fine. But if you're working with a fixed weight selection like I am in my home, I got to take every advantage possible to challenge myself within the weights and equipment that I have, which means adding pulses, you can even tack on more time if this is not enough. If you max out and you're at home and it's not a challenge for you, then I want you adding a rep, a pulse, and a second. All right, and if it's still not enough, add another, and add another, and add another. Set number 2, done. We're moving on to set number 3. Set number 3 is bullshit. Sets 1 and 2 is like cute. You're like, oh, let's see how I can challenge myself today. This is cute. I can go heavier. Set number 3 and 4 is like, oh shit, look what I just did. Now I gotta try to maintain that level of intensity for 2 more sets. Set number 3, arguably the hardest set of every workout, even if there's 4 sets. Because you've done it twice, you know what to expect. You know it's coming. You're aware, very aware, that there's going to be discomfort involved. And you're choosing the discomfort anyway. That takes courage. And that's honestly what separates the strong from the weak. The weak are going to choose easy every time. Breathe through the shaking. This is not the easiest superset in the world. But you've done it 2 times. This will be the 3rd. That's enough proof to show you can do it. You've done it before. It's not like picking up a super heavy weight for the very first time. Nothing telling you can even lift that weight, right? That's an exciting challenge to be in too. But right here, you know that you can do it. You've done it twice. Here comes the 3rd time. The shaking. You breathed through the shaking. You stepped up to the challenge. I'm proud of you. Now, here's your last opportunity to challenge yourself within these 2 movements. And then we move these weights. We get some curtsies in. We start to move forward with unilateral stuff. It's all good. And then we've got our tricep. Real simple profile today when you think about it. But simple doesn't mean easy. Does it? And that's the reality. Strength training is simple. It's concise. It's uncomplicated. Compound lifts, isolated movements, accessory movements, work in your main compounds every single week, multiple times a week, and you will be stronger. But if you're getting bored, if you're saying, oh, it's the same exercises over and over, No shit, they're called compound lifts. And if you're bored, you're literally not working hard enough. That could be the only reason that you're bored within workouts like this. Oh, you stop tracking your strength progressions? That sucks. Oh, you stop trying to train till failure? That sucks. That just means you're choosing not to work as hard as you could. And yeah, I would say that definitely sucks. The basics are boring. Nothing exciting about basics. That's why the women who master the boring basics become successful. Period. Where's your mind to muscle connection? Where's your range of motion? Where's your tempo? Where's your breath? Are you adding a rep? Are you adding weight? Oh my God. Let's get ready to max out this last set. Audio back. Ooh. All right, y'all. Curtsy lunges. Let's clear some room. Now, if you missed my last bit of instructions because the audio cut out, the same instructions apply here. So, if at any point this feels easy or not challenging enough, that is nobody's fault but yours. There's multiple recommendations to increase time under tension. Lengthen, work on your range of motion. work on adding pulses, work on adding an isometric hold. Okay, so if you're not extending an existing pulses and iso holds, like going from 8 to 9 to 10, all the way up to whatever challenge is gonna actually get you shaking to the point of failure. Pick up heavier weights and fail early. Those are the options for your progressions if you've got a fixed amount of equipment at home. If you're at the gym, you have access to variety of weight. If they're not all in use, go for it. Find your challenge. Don't make it easy. If your weights feel easy, that's nobody's fault but yours. We've got 8 curtsy lunges, pulse up per side. Full range of motion. Engage both of the cheeks. So come back, boom, boom, boom. Engage that other cheek. Halfway there. Good shit. Set number 1, done. Whew. Set number 1 done. 2 more to go. You can go right into the next without a break if you need. Shoulders down and back. Focus on the path in which you're traveling. Two more reps. Don't forget to engage that other cheek. All right, last set, best set. Tricep. Here's what we got. Glute focus RDLs, which means we come down, bend. All right, engage those glutes. Stand it up. Hinge, 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 bend. So we engage the lower and the upper. Boom. 10 reps. Kick back pulses. 10 of those. 10 rainbows or half circles per side. Repeat 3 rounds. I know, it's gonna suck. But just get mentally prepared now to embrace the suck, so to speak.
focus on the rep in front of you, not the 8 you have remaining. All right, y'all. We've got like under 5 minutes. Less than that. Even less than that. Less than 5 minutes of work. I want everything you got right here in this tricep finisher. It's not called a finisher because it's easy. Same side, rainbow. Same thing, other side. Halfway there. Try not to arch or round that back. Set 2. Last set. Leave it all here, no regrets. Last set, best set. sets. Come on, stay with me. Halfway. Last rep right here. Oh, shit. Way to show up, way to slay, way to intentionally challenge yourself. Put yourself something through a little bit of discomfort and come through the other side. Go slay the rest of your day. Hydrate, eat, stretch, move. And I'll see you next time.